to No Man's Sky. To those of you who are watching the YouTube rods, we have just gotten our base constructed. We fell short of our goal to hopefully get out of the system before the end of the last episode, but hey, we're like 2 hours in, pretty much. We are making good progress. Good progress. So, we have already direct construction towards technology electronic. Why is electric wiring free? Why does it require me to research that if it's free? That is just so freaking stupid. It let me wire it. Anyways. Explore the planet in your base. Okay, I already have that done. I already did all that.
Base computer online.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it just took a moment to update. So, as for the goal this episode, hopefully we'll finally be able to get out of the system. If not, we're still going to keep going. There's a lot left to this stream. There's a lot left to these videos. There is going to be quite a bit of backlog, but we're fine with that. Accessing log from previous user, additional archives recovered. Entry number 4925F follows. Scanner detected unusual broadcast. GZC reporting 16 GZC from the space station. Warning, end of archive. Records interrupted. Base computer archives have reached their end. It seems there is nothing more I will learn from them. My predecessor appears to have left their base and headed to the space station. Which means now we have finally unlocked the space station. And when I say unlock, I mean they are finally letting us go and handle that. Starship launch gear. Fun! Okay, what do we need for this? We need more metal plating. Gimme!
Technology recharge.
Launch! Launch. Which, by the way, yes, one of our first upgrades we're getting is going to be that launch module upgrade. To those of you who have played before, you knew what I am talking about, the one that refills that automatically, because that is a waste of time. So, one of the things I will say that I like about No Man's Sky over Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous, don't get me wrong, it is a very realistic setting versus this one feels more like, oh, if you were playing an animated version of the universe. Elite Dangerous is Simulator 9000. So the main reason why I say that is because at the end of the day, let me just adjust this real quick, general. I want to get music down to like 50. Okay. Yeah, feminine works, HUD, members enabled, language, there we go. Apply. So, the main reason why I say that is because I've played Elite Dangerous. Excuse me. I will say, it is good. It is very pay to win. And on top of the fact that it is pay to win, it is very limited. And I'm saying that in a way that is not meant to be attacking Elite Dangerous so much as praising No Man's Sky. So No Man's Sky, you can get out, you can walk around. Unlike Elite Dangerous, you can't get out unless you're using a janky on-world thing. But even then, you can't explore all of the worlds. There is just so much that you can do in No Man's Sky for free that you just can't do in Elite Dangerous. The fact that the VR version of No Man's Sky comes free with the game, not saying that it doesn't with Elite Dangerous, but they fully implement everything into the VR, is amazing. You have the multi-tool, you have hand-on throttle and stick, you have everything inside VR. The only thing you can't do is like the punch dash. You can't like punch forward and fly at Mach Jesus. You can do everything else though, which I am very happy with. It sounds like I'm annoyed with Elite Dangerous. I am to a small degree. Because you shouldn't have to do quite as much as you do. Station core, life support system stable, commercial monitoring online, flight path management 84% efficiency, Atlas Aaron surveillance uplink functional. So we're going to start talking to some people around here. Solvo, Traveler Entity, The Convergence, Doña Legal Fleet, Emily. Despite their unfamiliar words, there is something about the alien's manner that implies that we have met before, or perhaps they know the one who came before me. Do you know anything about travelers? The life form pauses before turning away. Either they did not hear me, or they are choosing to ignore my questions. Toriitis, Traveler Entity, The Convergence, Amnik, Erpin, Drore. The alien's elegant metallic shell springs to life as I approach. They study me, lights flashing around their visor. Perhaps that they know something about The message is left on the base computer. What is 16, 16, 16? The glazed look passes over Lifeform's visor. The number has some strange effect on them. They seem reluctant to speak further. We be imik torche oral traveler. Diced molov onak omu pleche. Metallic being chatters away, pouring forth words in a language I cannot understand. I see the same red light that stared at me from the distress beacon. 16, 16, 16. We are watching you, traveler friend. Find what we have left of you. Though the alien speaks, the words are not their own. A string of code is echoed back to me through the red glare, logging directly to my exosuit. The crimson light fades away, and I see the life form staring at me through its visor. Whatever has happened, they do not appear to have seen it. I should leave. Perhaps my base computer would be able to make some sense of this code. Space station. Every system has a space station serving as its hub. Speaking to its life forms aboard the station brings a chance to trade, learn words, or gain standing. So what we're going to do is definitely learn as many of the words as we can. Unai, traveler, lay ion mis zerch dro eka. Ray ion mis zerch dro eka. Lifeform looks at me, traces of fear and surprise behind its eyes. It is clear they have nothing more to say to me. Oof. Pishe, traveler. Ogavwani is Shmine Cup Ubo Uvishan is Modemic. It seems I have interrupted the Korvax during their maintenance routine. They appear to have been applying some sort of lubricant to the carapace, but the task is unfinished. Perhaps they feel uncomfortable doing so in my presence. Here's a casing. Interface entity artifact accepts my gift with gratitude. Okay, so could you help me with dialect, please? Interface entity Hackrex hums with approval. They present their databand, displaying a list of languages symbols. Can you show me a Corvax symbol? I have learned the word for echoes. Endless entity. Traveler, Ray is Zerch Bazektum Kop. Anka Yeti Netskielfam Gezhovez. The Corvax is sketching plans in air in front of him, imagining some complex schematic. Can you help me out? I don't know what thing you're saying. Endless Entity Kolpas presents a list of symbols, each seeming to represent a word I might learn. Show me something for aggression. I have learned the word for warning. I have already visited you. I have already visited you. Now for you. Mad Strist Gid Miss Uden Tedekakai Azi as Yolko Korvax Eka is Nuz. There is something suspicious about this Korvax. There is a smell in the air, a faint perfume I cannot quite place. Can you help me out? I have no idea what you're saying. Entity Yun touches my suit, strange symbols forms in my mind, each representing a concept I might learn. Let me learn about the Korvax. I have learned the word for carapace. Hello. Noi gini. I'd idu ato. Ato boyachbev zeniskivi. The lights on the electronic light form's casing starts to brighten. They jerk their head sharply to the right. Strange buzzing seems signaling an onrush and unseen data. An onrush of unseen data. Oh my god, you're going insane. Can you please help me out? I do not know what you're saying. Pure entity Renu's visor flashes as they project language symbols into the air. Show me something mysterious. The Korvax work for life form. Ayos de kan uli haiskas haikan shrek Tokyo. Words. Warriors sighs as they step into their space. They push aside the morsels they had been occupied with and stare at me with great importance. Can you help me out? I have no idea what you said. Conscript talked, grunts, jabbing at symbols on their datapad. These seem to represent categories of Viking language. Tell me something about trade. I have learned the word for give. How about you, little buddy? Words. The Gek stares into my visor and clicks their beak in time with my breathing. I can only assume that this is supposed to make me feel welcome. Can you help me out? I have no idea where you are, what you're doing, or how you're saying anything. Can you tell me a Gek symbol? I have learned a Gek word for Gek. Oh, I feel that, but just the head completely down. I'm way too tired of this. Oh, it wasn't able to update. I just blitzed them so hard that the game didn't update. Carapace entities convergence traveler shell to words. A soft whirring sound emanates from this Korvax. They appear to be examining their own physical carapace, outputting a complicated log of diagnostic and calculations. The Korvax reaches out towards me, indicating they wish to examine the arm of my exosuit. Can you help me out? I kind of understand you, but not enough. My form visor warps and flickers. Some inter-Korvax consultation taking place. A moment later, research and entity logo is restored. They present a list of language symbols. Tell me about trade. I have learned the word for trade. Okay, I forgot how much there is to do at the space station. Especially your first time visiting. Okay. Especially since now we also have character customization. But I started out at a Korvax system. I want to run a Korvax. Actually, we have 3 slave slots. So it is mostly these 3. But I don't want to change it depending on which system I'm in. There's Anomaly, Korvax Traveler. Traveler is interesting, but we're going to go with Korvax body shape. Head. I like this one. Oh, 2 is really nice. It's nice and sleek. So I think I'll take that. So at the moment, we're just going to white everything out. I can't see the spacesuit, so what we're going to do is we're going to edit the armor a bit. I like the sleek look of that primary color. Let's do dark gray. Torso. 2, 3. 4. 1. I like the texture of 2. I'm gonna go with dark blue, black, and then gold for like the accessories. So the gold is kind of like metal markings. Oh, okay. They gave me an extra bit of gold there. Wait a second, hold on. Is that some... Okay, no, that isn't something clipping in. I thought it was something clipping in. Hold on. It might be. It doesn't look bad, so I'm not going to make a fuss. Gloves, 3. I like having 5 fingers. I'm tempted to do this, but it would take away a finger. Something with metal. Great. We're already wearing 2, but primary color, dark blue. Black, and then dark yellow. Dark blue, dark blue, dark blue. Yes, save me, Bobo. I am not done yet. Legs. Primary color. Probably gonna be black. Boots. I rather like these. But these are very nice. They come up, they basically hug the back of the calf. Yes, I know. Very important. am purple. I keep thinking that the swapping out of like the boots is swapping out like that is going to be anything that is like look it. There we go. Very nice. Alright, I gotta adjust the heads. Naturally, that didn't take much. Okay. Banner! And I'm mostly doing this one, if you guys haven't guessed. I've landed inside a quarterback system, or not, yeah, quarterback system. I'm going to be playing as quarterbacks. Okay, and then it's done. How much time do I got left? Oh my god, that took way too much time. Okay. Oh, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Nutty void. Nutty void. You give me a character customization page, I will use it. Excuse me. Yes, I realize you want me to turn left. Archives terminated. Select new task. Begin decryption. The coding 16, 16, 16. Message follows. Traveler finds their wings, fly to us, and claim your prize among the stars. Signal acquired. Life signs detected. Signal acquired. Whee! Oh joy, it's right over here. Will it land? Look. It's like, okay, we get you want to land, but maybe flip over. I didn't know if it was gonna flip me over or just say, you cannot land, you need to flip over. Which is that? Magnetized ferrite. Wonderful. I keep saying that my goal is to get out of this system, and then I spend half an hour doing something fucking stupid, but amazing. Excuse me. Wait for stamina to recharge. Target at activate target sweep from the visor. Oh, and fun fact for all of you that have not played No Man's Sky before, if you press right up against a wall and you use the jetpack, they realize, oh, there isn't always a way up. So let's just have it so that if they're pressing up against a wall, they can just have unlimited boost until they pull away from the wall. That way it kind of gives you a climbing, but it's not taking forever. Which is like really nice. But it has to be a steep enough wall. Log damage. Partial records available. The signal has led me to the wreck of a freighter. Colossal fragments of metal scattered across the landscape. Were these messages nothing but a misfiring circuits of a long-forgotten ruin? Nestled among the debris, I find the pilot's log blinking, awaiting input. Request log. Instead of displaying the ship's log, the terminal spits out a strange sequence of numbers. They are followed by a short message. The anomaly comes for the stars. Take flight. The schematic for a hyperdrive is attached to the end of the message. Take blueprint. I pull a blueprint from the computer, but this hyperdrive blueprint is for a conventional starship, not a freighter of this size. Someone placed this here after the crash, hoping it would be found. Okay, I just need a microprocessor. Purchase microprocessors. Well, I'm going to search the debris here, because every now and again you get lucky and they have something really useful. If I can get up here. But the thing is, you'll have viscous fluids and living slimes here. And the moment that you take the stuff, that happens. It's implied that it like blows up. Cargo pods. Starship launch fuel. I mean, it's not often that there's like some decent cargo. A lot of it is along the lines of what we're getting, but every now and again you do get lucky. Like that. That's an antimatter housing. So that is not the easiest to make. It is not by any means hard, but it is a little inconvenient to put together.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
See here. Cargo pod. This one. No, I didn't get this one. Look at those textures.
Radiation protection falling. Radiation protection falling. Radiation protection stabilizing.
Yeah, I think that one is to discourage you from, like, if you pick up a module to try to install it. Because every now and again you do get lucky and you will get a module. A lot of times you just get nanites. You get nanites, something of use. It's not horrible, but it's not the greatest. But it's always worth playing the gacha. Even if it is for something like the living fluid, living slime. Okay. So, our next goal is to make 137,500 credits. That sounds difficult. It's not. You get into the multiple billions here. And that's if you don't chase it. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer. I've been crazy. Initiating landing sequence. Now, let's see here. Out of my way, out of my way. Out of my way. Two geodes.
Units received.
I don't really need projectile ammunition yet. Salt I have no need for.
Units received.
I have plenty of oxygen. Living slime I can sell you.
Units received. Units received.
How many microprocessors does this thing need? Oh, I need. I thought it only needed the one. Okay. Space Trucker earned 77,500 some odd credits. Practice language skills. Oh, the look at it. He's like, oh God, please don't. Geek. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful gift. Here, I got a gift for you. And I increased my spamming with the gag. How? Why isn't it obvious? I got a gift, and I gave it back. Okay, I got 619 nanites. What I want to So, picking up anything below an S, unless it's from like the observatory or like the main hub, it's not worth it. Because it will almost I can almost guarantee you it will be replaced within 5 minutes of getting something better. Sorry about that. So the reason why you don't want to get anything below an S is because the moment you get anything better rank, like say, oh, let's for example say if I got a scatter blaster module or like this pulse spitter, it's like the next base you're going to, you're going to see an S. It's like, oh, that's super affordable. I wasted my money. And you'll never want to get it. The only exception, really, is like this scanner module. It's one of those things where, yeah, actually I'm not gonna get it. I was tempted to get it, but then what I just said came into effect, and it's like, yeah, but I'm immediately gonna replace it. I've had modules that I've picked up early, and I just never sold. Because it is just too good. I gone crazy, spinning my house for you. Life form gestures apologetically. Their exact meaning is unclear, but it is apparent that there is no work for me here. Okay. Time to go hunting for opportunity. Because it's apparent that salt is really good. And salt is really prevalent inside the oceans. And oceanic planets. So I'm guessing gamma intensive. Contaminated. This one's abandoned, and it... Oh, it was discovered by the Joker. Okay. By Joker. So, this one would probably be the best to go to. Because this is an oceanic planet. Or at least it has a lot of water. The reason why that's good is because 9 times out of 10, if you have a planet that is covered in water, underneath that water is a lot of stuff with salt. And with a lot of salt, you can create sodium chloride, with, or like chlorine, which sells fairly well. It is one of the better farms in the game, not the best. The best that I have found personally, that you can just set it up and forget it, is actually iodized cobalt. If you set up an iodized cobalt extraction and like refinement, you can make millions in one go. That is assuming that you're not doing huge amounts of trade. If you're doing huge amounts of trade, one of the best ones I can recommend is whenever you go into a system and you stop at the, like,
Radiation detected. Radiation protection.
if you stop at the space station, I always recommend, if you have the credits, buy up everything that is on the negative from there, because eventually you will find it at a positive somewhere else, even if it's like 100 hours later. It will get you millions. I have legitimately sold like my entire stock, because it was eventually got to the point where I said, this is getting ridiculous. I'm legitimately going to look for where I can sell these now. And when I did eventually sell them, I had more credits than I knew what to do with. Sulfide. Oh, sulfite. Nope, sulfide. Okay. And when you have that amount of, oh my god, money, it becomes a non-issue. So you'll notice that I am not able to... Why am I... Oh, right, because I don't have a swim bladder. So, in one of the other purchases that is almost essential is an extra oxygen supply tank. Purely so that, like, when you're swimming around like I just was, you can go, oh, look, my oxygen is getting low. Let me just refill that. But it looks like we are edging up onto an hour. So, for those of you watching the YouTube videos, I apologize that it is not going to be we are done in this episode towards getting out of the system, but we are getting real close. We are legitimately on the mission that once it's done, we can leave. Finally. So that will definitely be in the next episode. That is going to have a little bit of a time skip because I'm not going to make you watch me falling for credits. But for those of you watching the Twitch, sorry, you're stuck here with me. That being said, we did still get a lot done. We got our character avatar made. We had our time putting together everything. I think that is 8 hours away, so that is not something we're going to be doing real quick. But yeah, we actually got quite a bit done. I love the water physics on this. It's so nice. Anyways, that will be all for today. I will see you next time in the void. Until then, I will see you next time. Until then, I'll see y'all in the void and have a nice day. Bye!